Hello. Um, Today I'm going to be playing Life is Strange Reunion. Today is the release date, and I'm super excited to play it. The wait, it seemed fast but long at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to believe it's already the release date, but at the same time, it kind of felt like it was dragging on. But, yeah. So that's what I'm going to be playing today. And I'm going to be uploading these streams onto my VODs channel, and there's a link to that in my Twitch bio, and there's also a link to my main channel if you want to check that out. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this one today. And I pre-ordered it, so I did get the little, classic clothing DLC from the original game for Max and Chloe. So yeah. Go ahead and play. Okay. But I don't want to make it like... Okay. Okay. New game.
My name is Max Caulfield. I came back to Arcadia Bay to study photography at Blackwell Academy. But it was there I started having visions. Visions of the town being wiped out by an impossible storm. I fled to the bathroom to compose myself, but instead witnessed something awful. No! Instinctively reaching out, I discovered I could rewind time.
The girl Max saved was me.
Chloe Price and I were childhood best friends.
We grew close once more as we reveled in Max's strange new powers.
We discovered I can freely rewind up to a few minutes at a time. And if I concentrate on a photo, I can travel much further into the past, projecting my mind back into my younger body.
But we also learned that making significant changes to the past can have devastating consequences for the present.
With the aid of my power, we solved the disappearance of Chloe's friend, Rachel.
But even though we brought Rachel justice, Max's twisting of time had a cost. The storm. Looking down into Arcadia Bay from the lighthouse as the storm raged, I truly believed the only way to save everyone else was for Max to rewind back to that fateful bathroom and let me die.
I was forced to make an impossible choice. Save Chloe, or save Arcadia Bay. After everything that happened, I didn't use my powers for years. I lost myself in photography, a career that brought me to Vermont's prestigious Caledon University, at the invitation of its president, Yasmin Fayed. Being an artist in residence, I worked with some incredible students and staff, like Amanda Thomas, the lively stand-up comedian who works at the Snapping Turtle, and Vin Lang, Yasmin's assistant and then leader of the mysterious Abraxas Society. Most importantly, I became close friends with Moses Murphy, a nerdy astrophysicist, and Safi Llewellyn Fayed, a glamorous student of poetry, and Yasmin's daughter.
Then, tragedy struck. After a night of stargazing, Max found Safi murdered.
For days, I mourned. Safi's death bringing back painful memories of Chloe, Arcadia Bay, of everything we lost. Then, I heard Safi's voice again. I reached out with my power, rusty from disuse, and shifted into a parallel timeline where Safi was still alive, but still in danger.
Shifting back and forth between the two timelines, Max's investigation uncovered many secrets of Caledon, but the clues didn't add up.
Until I discovered I was not the only one with powers. Safi was a shapeshifter and was using her ability to sow discord and suspicion among the Caledon faculty that she blamed for the fate of her best friend Maya, who took her own life. Working together, we exposed the truth, but in so doing, we discovered someone else had been instrumental in covering up the lies of Caledon. Safi's mother, Yasmin.
Years of resentment overrode Safi's control of her power, her consciousness splintering across the campus as an impossible storm loomed overhead.
In desperation, I grabbed hold of Safi and a photo and pulled both our minds back in time.
In the past, Safi, now clear-minded, begged Max to shoot her, to stop this horror from happening again.
But I refused to repeat my past mistakes, torn between two terrible options. I chose a third way. Inside the storm, causality fractured. I faced my past and united the fragments of Safi's mind. I merged the timelines back into one, saving Safi, and together we escaped the storm.
An action that will have significant repercussions. And Safi herself? She left Caledon on a quest to find other people like her. But before she did, she asked Max if she would support her, flaws and all, or condemn her for the people she hurt.
From the moment I merged the timelines, my ability to rewind time started to return. I have this power to help people. After everything I've been through, I won't run from it anymore.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, when she's not workshopping her stand-up comedy routines, Amanda bartends at the Snapping Turtle. Max and Amanda grew close last winter after wanting to hang out more. But in the wake of Safi's death and shifting between parallel universes, things got complicated. Did Max and Amanda just hang out as friends, or did the pair begin a tentative romance? Friends. Chloe survived. I don't like Vin. I'm sorry. Confirm.
Out of bed, okay? I don't know how. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe try reminding her that a drum machine doesn't take up half the van and smell like ass after the gig. 20 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I can make that work.
Last call, dearie. Either your band is heading on stage now, or I call the show.
Fuck. No show means no fee, means no gas, means no tour, means fuck. Look, I hear you. My drummer's being a real Lars Ulrich right now. Give me just 20 more minutes.
I told you, it's now or never.
Come on, we know those barflies aren't going anywhere. Just prorate the 20 minutes out of our cut, all right?
I've taken 30 minutes. You're already 10 over.
Damn it. There goes my new toothbrush money. Not again. It keeps getting worse. But I just need to find the way out. Assuming there is one.
If there's an issue with the audio or something's too loud or too quiet, let me know and I'll try to fix it.
Now, let's talk business. Wrong. You got hella cash.
Is that me in high school? I never talked like that, did I?
Make sure I'm not missing anything.
How long has this been going on? These nightmares that feel like memories. They're all...
Stop stalling, Max. Pull the trigger.
That memory can't be real. The Max I know wouldn't shoot anyone. But why does it feel real?
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime. As long as you're my partner in time.
Max is always on my mind. Lately, I feel like she's the only thing in my mind that belongs there. Does every daughter have nightmares that she killed her mom, even though she's still very much alive? Or is that just me?
Camera sensitivity is super low. It's okay though.
A version of me. If Max didn't rewind to save me. She's not me. But she's a part of me. The question is, how much?
Max? Who the fuck are you?
There's one person who can help me understand what the fuck is going on. But why do I keep hallucinating her pointing a gun at me?
What is going on in there? Where the hell is the band?
Just told you, man. They're on their way. Am I talking to a goldfish? Or did the septum piercing get into your brain?
That was hilarious. Oh, they're using Girl in Red. Nice.
Wow. Okay, fine. I'll go get my camera. Just keep being resplendent till I get back. How long was I gone on this trip? 3 days? Somehow it still feels good to come home to Vermont. My camera is underneath all this. This weekend was the height of my professional success. And I survived it on donuts and coffee. I always tell my students that a key to being an artist is a daily journal practice. Sometimes I even follow it myself. After last year,
Alright, I'm always intimidated when I'm starting a new journal. It feels like I'm supposed to be making some sort of grand statement, especially since I haven't had much to say since the storm that changed everything last year. Well, that's somewhere to start. Last year, I felt like everything was falling apart when my friend Safi died, and then I found a world where Safi wasn't dead and a new ability to jump between realities, and then everything really did fall apart until Safi and I managed to put it back together. Chloe texted me after the storm. I wanted to write her back so many times, but I just couldn't find the words. I still can't. I think this journal is my attempt to find them. Maybe when I do, I'll be able to write her back, and who knows. In some ways, there's very little to report. Same place, same house, same life. After so many years of endlessly moving around, one adventure to the next, I've suddenly found myself, cocooned. But in other ways, I've been going through a bit of a metamorphosis. When Yasmin asked me to teach full-time, I was shocked. I thought she was joking. But after attending a few of my workshops, she was confident I could do it. And here's the second shock. It looks like she was right. I love teaching. I care about my students, and being the kind of teacher who nurtures them in a way mine never did, and to put it mildly. Maybe that's enough. For now it definitely is, but for how long? It's not that I feel stuck exactly, but is this what I've been building towards all this time? Am I ready to commit to this place, to this version of me? Maybe that's why I said yes when my agent Hazel, holy crap I have an agent now, suggested I spend the weekend in New York. Maybe I can get my on-the-road fix while still putting down some roots. But then she sent me some interview questions in advance. And, ugh. Where do you get your inspiration from? Is it too weird to say that I'm inspired by death? Not inspired exactly, driven by death, defined by death. What the heck would someone say to that? Sorry about your weird life. Stop crying on my notes. Actually, this is a reporter, so the next question would be, then why is your work so much less depressing lately? No urban landscapes, no rusted rebar, you're even getting into portraiture. And yeah, I guess Caledon has been good for me. It feels alive in a way that doesn't hurt anymore. I'd already broken into every derelict building and bowling alley last year. So this year, I just kind of learned how to live with the living again. See, this is why I don't do interviews. Understandable. Oh my gosh. Amanda says, how was class today? It was great. We found a handful of squirrels and some finches. I thought I saw a hermit thrush, but it flew away before I got to the right page in my field guide. Love it. Hey, the Turtle's having a movie night tomorrow. I need a spooky, autumnal, family-friendly film. Any thoughts? Oh, let me bring over my DVD binders. I have a bunch of options. Wait, family-friendly? I don't know if I have anything. That's what Vin said. It was good seeing you tonight. Great seeing you too. If you ever want to do a family unfriendly night, I'm happy to lend my film collection. Hey, just checking in, how are you doing? Not bad, heading out for a date with a girl in Brattleboro who has a pet parrot. Are you sure she wasn't a pirate in disguise? Hold on, she's asking if I have any pieces of 8. I assume that's a new kind of indica edible. Okay, the parrot was way too loud and the pirate girl is still working things out with her ex, so that's out. Why are the cute ones always emotionally unavailable? Hey, you free this Friday? I was talking to my new bartender about what we could do to help Lakeport after the storm, and long story short, we're having an open mic night. I'm gonna do stand-up. Wait, this Friday? I'm so sorry, I can't come. My agent set up a couple of gallery shows in New York City. I have to leave right after my class. What? That's amazing, congratulations. Thanks, mind if I stop by the Turtle tonight? I have to choose a couple of prints to bring with me. And I'd love a second opinion. You're on. I'll have a free drink waiting at the bar for the almost birthday girl.
I never responded to this. I should. Once I somehow figure out what to say.
Yo, Max, I get it. If I'm the last person you wanted to hear from, saw on the news about the storm, then I hope you're alright. Okay.
My agent Hazel said I need to look more like an artist. So I bought this hat. I think I'll stick to looking like Max. Some of my students take my class so seriously, it's intimidating.
I use a 24mm prime lens at f2.8 with mid-afternoon overcast conditions and an aluminum bounce board for the key. My intention was to capture the malevolence of the subject, particularly in the eyes, in which I used point lighting to accentuate the inherent sinister qualities. Excellent work, you really brought the subject to life.
Loretta is smart enough to half-ass her assignments and get away with it.
I used my phone to capture a still life of my recorder and a bottle of beer. Okay. I wanted to explore compositional enjambment, a new concept I invented to express my feelings about my love of journalism and how it interferes with my ability to have a social life. Very expressive, compositionally, very effective. Next time, focus in on how the lighting can sculpt your intended emotion. Alright. Hold on, let me...
One gallery showing, 3 magazine meetings, and 1 commission proposal. So of course I packed 25 different outfits. My most trusted companion. My manager Hazel is always looking out for me.
Could be a good one for Long Vista Monthly, but they pay crap.
And sometimes I want to kill her.
No more photos of your friends, please. Honestly, I like this picture. I think it looks good. Magnifique. Yeah. Okay. Now we can grab the camera.
The selfie I took just before this trip. I think I knew I'd want to hold on to this moment. Time for your close-up.
Like it. Okay. Are you back? Are you safe? Of course I'm safe. Still on the road. What's going on? Good, then stay away for now. There's some kind of attack on campus. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Are you okay? I'm headed to the observatory. There are students trapped. It's a fire spreading quick, really bad. Stay away. I'll let you know when it's clear. No, I'm coming to help. I'll be there soon. Stay safe. Okay.
Something horrible is happening on campus. I've got to get back now. I've been gone for 3 days and all hell has broken loose. This is so horrible. Must have been some kind of protest? The Abraxas logo. Killers. What does all this mean?
Where's the damn fire department? They're all tied up at that destroyed building where this mess started. Fremont? But all the students are down here! Fuck!
All units on site, 1082 at the Fine Arts Building. Repeat, all units.
Damn it! Come on!
Campus security is out in force. Is it for the fire or something else?
Loretta's march?
What does Loretta have to do with all of this? What the hell? Where did all this anger come from?
Hmm.
Where did all this come from?
Get us out of here!
Can't get in here.
Obviously. You know, I see this wood over here has already been pried, so I would continue to pry off whatever else I could, and then can we just break the glass and have people climb out? Like, I don't know. But
Damn it! No way in.
oh, there is. Hold on.
Hold on, I can help. I have to. Someone set this fire on purpose.
Damn it! The security, there's students trapped in the atrium.
No shit, you need to clear out now!
Yikes, that was intense.
No smoke. No screams. I did it. Oh God, I did it. I jumped into a photo again. I'm sure this won't have terrible, far-reaching consequences for the school or the people I love. What have I done? It's Friday. The fire started Sunday evening. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have come back. What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. This is my home, and I won't let it. Oh my God. Hi, Hazel.
Max, big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do. It's so peaceful. But for how long? Moses should be waiting for me in his office.
Hey Loretto, just checking, is everything okay? Yes, Max, why do you ask? No real reason, but please tell me if there's anything dangerous going on with you. None more than the usual. Again, what is this about? Nothing, I promise, I'm just checking in. Alright, well, thanks for the super weird check-in, I guess. Breathe, just breathe, don't pass out, there's too much to do. I smelled the fire before I saw it. The smoke was thick by the time I drove into campus. I was already starting to wonder what I could do. If I used my powers, would it help or just make everything worse? Then I saw Moses, and I stopped thinking at all. Moses and I have spent this year studying Rewind. It took a lot of convincing, but after seeing what happened when Safi lost control of her powers, he was certain that the more we know, the safer I'll be. Moses treats my powers like a question that can't be answered, not a curse or a liability. It's been a long time since I've felt like that. We never tested my ability to rewind into a photo as badly as Moses wanted to study it. After hearing about everything that happened in Arcadia Bay, he agreed it wasn't worth the risk, and it wasn't up until the moment he fell through the roof. One thing was clear, after months of testing, I can theoretically use my powers, all of my powers, without breaking the world. Guess it's time to test that theory. What even happened here? I was gone for a weekend and everything went to crap. I took crosstalk off my phone, productivity boost. So pros, productivity boost. Cons, I didn't hear about a disaster on campus. In his text, Moses was clearly waiting until I got home to tell me something. But if a violent protest was closing in, would he really be cryptic about it? Okay, what do I know so far? I heard the cops talking about a house called Fremont. That's where the fire started. In the protest, did Loretta start a mob? I know she can be tenacious, but that would be a new level. Will Moses think I did the right thing? Thankfully, I don't have to sit and wonder. He's still alive, so I can go ask him. Okay. So... I'm just gonna look around, make sure that there is nothing to... Oh, here we go.
Is a jack-o'-lantern series too on the nose for a New England photographer? I wonder how Moses will react to all this. He's smiling, but you know he feels empty inside. I told Moses they should add a laser light show, but apparently that's not the point of planetariums.
Secrets, corruption, occultism, power. Welcome back to Abraxcast, Caledon's only podcast dedicated to uncovering the hidden underbelly of the Abraxas Society. I am your host, Loretta Rice. This is episode 4.
Sorry, I don't want to listen to that right now.
Moses should be in his office waiting for our hot chocolate date. I wonder how Moses will react to all this.
Okay. Ooh, fact or fiction. Guess we'll never know. Okay.
When we were on the road, Chloe loved pointing out Venus and Mars to me in the night sky.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s and a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is...
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... It was a foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
Sounds like you want to spend a lot of money while we're still trying to rebuild from the storm.
Well, we have to spend money. My predecessor's love of historic preservation has left us with beautiful buildings and cracked foundations. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
Everyone who's still in the class has an A, but plenty of students dropped when they realized how tough it would be.
I noticed that too. Not the academic curve we strive for, but perhaps that wasn't covered in your orientation.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how is this allowed to happen?
Wow. I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
I acted on instinct. I hope it was the right choice.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible. But while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. Moses, I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof. I tried to help, but I couldn't get inside.
Working on a Sunday. I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
I wasn't sure if I should. I've used my powers to save people before. It doesn't always end well.
Yet you came back here. And I'm glad you did.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work. Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend. I was really worried when Moses said I should practice my powers. But he was sure we could do it safely, and so far, he's been right. We've covered a lot of ground these past months together. I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all. No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something.
Okay. 8-2 attempted to capture footage of subject during a teleportation test using infrared camera. As expected, footage showed hotspots at subjects starting and ending positions with a slight change in atmospheric temperature consistent with subject's path across the room. 8-9, no testing, lunch in Burlington. 8-16, repetition testing. Subject broke, rewound, and unbroke the same mug 20 times. No nosebleeds or fatigue. No future repetition tests per subject's request. 8-23, no testing. Subject needed tech support with the Caledon teacher portal. 8-30, discuss plans for future tests. Monthly check of subject's vitals, no changes. 9-6, no testing. Machine Angel Marathon. 9-13, testing the upper limits of subject's rewind window. Subject and tester set a timer for 10 minutes. When alarm sounded, subject rewound as far back as she could without strain. Average rewind time after 5 attempts, 5 minutes, 42 seconds. No nosebleeds or fatigue. And then meteorological
Moses has
tracking.
been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet.
Okay.
After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in other ways. Not not sure if I want to know if he's right.
Theoretical new powers, fast forward, tailored rewind, rewinding one item, area, person, but not the rest, photo jumping into photos Max isn't in, some success in the past, but inconclusive, possibly unsafe, photo jumping into a photo and remaining indefinitely, unsure of ramifications, won't test, discovering and shifting to other timelines, splitting the timeline in two again, no plans to test, could kill Safi. Okay, I already looked at that. So, practice rewind. I forgot how to do that.
Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z. You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Ugh. Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab that index card before Moses rips it. Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself.
Moses, you have the run of this entire lab. Please leave me my little fiefdom. Okay, this humble desk and computer. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and I would love if there weren't any simulations running on this machine when I get back, Harold.
Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long?
Hey Boo, hope you're enjoying your favorite season. Sorry I can't visit until Thanksgiving, but until then, enjoy the flowers. Love, Tony.
Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. Are you my mystery killer?
Get us out of here!
cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Sophie, if she ever comes back. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still.
Moses, thank you for your card. My time at Caledon didn't end quite as I might have hoped, but I know that the school is in capable hands. I remember when Sophia first met you and how excited she was to make such a bright new friend. I hope that wherever she is now, she knows how lucky she is to have friends like you and Maxine. Fondly, Yasmin. Oops, that was unintentional.
Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open? Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? So your name is Mina, but did you kill the samurai? Where's the proof? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing. It was you, Mina. I didn't know you had it in you.
Motor Samurai Swordmaster Frostbite has plans for world domination. Nothing can stop him until a bookish high school girl learns that she is the reincarnation of an ancient samurai warrior with her two best friends, Hana Ishihara and Izumi Kondo. Our hero must find the courage to face Swordmaster Frostbite and save the world, but how can she prevail? After all, she is no true samurai.
Okay, ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite and No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
Alright.
If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike. You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo. I bet Chloe and Moses would have loved each other as only two nerds. Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
Oh, oops, I forgot to grab it.
Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan.
To undo breaking mode.
Okay, I'm a test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up? This could protect the mug, if it wasn't currently in pieces. Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Yes.
Hold on. I wondered if I needed to rewind it, and have the cabinet closed. Yeah, okay.
Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses! Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself. Unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes. Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's Fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
Please tell me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
How are you feeling about the disaster I just dropped into your lab?
Still processing. But I'm glad we still have a chance to do something. How do you feel?
I know my powers are, well, powerful. But that doesn't mean they're dependable. This could end badly. What if it was a mistake to come back here? What if I just make everything worse?
I know there are risks. There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump into photos. But our testing has proved that some kinds of rewind are safe. If you unbreak a mug, the universe doesn't seem to care.
What if I can't change anything? One time I tried to save my friend's father from dying in a car crash and...
You've told me. And yes, it sounds like the universe sometimes has a dark sense of humor. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's take stock. What do we know for sure? What leads do we have?
The only thing we know for sure is that my powers are going to complicate things. They always do.
Maybe this time is different? We can't stay locked in the past.
Like I can help it. Every time a new disaster strikes, it always brings me back to the first disaster.
Chloe, in the school bathroom.
Trying to save Chloe and the place I love is how I destroyed the last place I loved.
Arcadia Bay, right? It looked beautiful. At least from the photos you showed me.
It was beautiful. When it was still on the map. How do I know Lakeport won't be next? How are you so calm?
Because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers. And you have a brilliant physicist friend who wants to help.
That I do. So, who would have a motive to burn down Caledon? I saw signs of a protest, but I'm not sure what it was about.
We haven't heard from Safi since she left.
Moses. No way. I didn't see any sign of her.
Safi's a shapeshifter. She was furious with her mom and with Caledon. Could it be her?
I still don't think Safi would burn down the school. At least not on purpose.
At least not the Safi we thought we knew.
That being said, one thing we know about Safi is that she gets reckless when she's angry. Vin and Amanda could help us. Vin knows everything about Caledon, and Amanda knows everything about Lakeport. Too bad I can't tell them why I'm asking. They'd never believe me.
Because of the storm amnesia?
We need a better name. That sounds like a disease you get in a fantasy novel.
Well, you turned down cognitive dissonance triggered collective memory loss.
Sometimes I wish everyone still remembered. The two timelines and everything with Safi and me having powers and...
You could remind them. You reminded me when I started forgetting.
I was selfish. It was so scary when all their memories started fading. I couldn't stand the thought of being alone with everything again.
Understandable. But
people aren't you. It's better if they don't know.
Even Amanda and Vin?
Even Amanda and Ven. So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class starts in 15 minutes. I should cancel.
No. Don't make any changes you don't have to. If we mess with the timeline too much, we might introduce new variables.
You know, I saw something in class last time. Reggie took a call and walked away when I got near. I wonder if it was about Abraxas.
Secret society. Shady calls with the Abraxas president. It could be something.
And in the fire, I noticed some Abraxas graffiti. It seemed ominous.
Text me if you learn anything. I'm gonna steal another whiteboard from engineering. And Max? Promise me you'll do whatever you can this weekend. To stop the fire. To save people if it breaks out. Anything. I know there are consequences to using your powers, but inaction has consequences too. Whatever happens, I need us to know that we did everything we could.
I think I need that too.
Have a good class.
The game is afoot. From here on, it's up to you to find enough evidence to pinpoint the source of the fire. Remember to look everywhere for clues. Okay.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Crazy day. Crazy day.
Because of your Grand Gallery tour of New York this weekend? I'm amazed you didn't ditch us entirely.
Yeah, you must be freaking out. When do you leave?
Actually, there's been a change of plans. The trip has been postponed.
Sorry, Max. Professional setbacks are always tough. Give yourself time to grieve, okay?
Thanks, Loretta. Now, let's get to today's lesson. So, we've been focusing on composition, character of place, dynamic structure, light, balance, movement, contrast. If you've been paying attention so far, when you look out there, your eyes should find endless patterns of shapes and colors. But today, I want you to see something else entirely. I'll give you a hint. It's the most powerful element a photographer can pursue. Yet it's the one thing a photograph can never really have. Jeanette, what do you think?
Secrets. Whoa. Deep.
That's a good guess. But I'm thinking of life. Human life, specifically. It's all around us. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know it is for me. But when I turn my camera on one person and focus on trying to see them, really see them, I can feel a connection happen through the camera. So, look out there again. Find someone you don't know, someone who grabs your attention, someone you want to connect with. Your assignment today? Go take their picture.
Come on, don't make us do that.
Strangers, isn't that dangerous?
Be reasonable, Max.
Now I remember. I got the same reaction the last time I lived through this day. and the assignment was a total dud. Maybe a demonstration would help.
Alright, you artsy introverts. I, your fearless leader, shall go first. Observe.
Hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Max. I'm a photographer.
I can see that, Max.
I'm actually teaching a class, and it would save me from looking super lame in front of my students if I could take your picture.
I don't normally let people take my picture, but I'd hate to be the cause of your public humiliation. Shoot. So, why was I selected for this demonstration?
You seemed lost in your book, as if the rest of the world wasn't here. I find that kind of focus exciting.
Exciting, am I? But there's a flaw in your plan. Now that we've started talking, whatever you were trying to capture before must surely be gone.
You're right. The camera changes things. That's why I tell my students, you're not capturing reality. You're composing it.
My nerdy physicist friend tells me that's called the observer effect. Particles jumping around just from being looked at.
I have one of those too. Something about her suddenly feels very familiar.
Well, did you capture my essence? Did my intrigue translate through the camera?
I think I captured what you were willing to show me. But I never got your name.
It was so nice to meet you, Max. I hope your students found this as enlightening as I did.
My students. I almost forgot about them.
She has the exact same walk as Safi. I feel like it is definitely Safi. And like same
Everything okay?
use of
That
certain
was
words.
intense.
It was
Or like same way of
one of the
speaking.
most fascinating pictures I've ever taken.
Now go.